Ladies and gentlemen, hey guys and gals, what's going on? I thought I'd come back with another video this evening and show what I got done since yesterday. And I'm pretty happy with the way things are rolling along pretty quick here. Still got a couple pieces of tape. I glued it together about 4 hours ago, and I left a few clamps up on the nacelles front and back. Same on that side, one up here on the nose, and then a couple more up here in the back. And I figured after about 3 hours, it had time to set up pretty good and stuff. I'd use just regular testers out of the good old tube for the locating pins, and then there's a couple areas where I had a touch up here on the nose on the sides with the Plastruck liquid and stuff. So, but everything's staying put like she should, and not too much problem like the big old kit with the sides here, but you can tell there up on the top on the nacelle, it fits in there, but the shape isn't dead on for the hull. So the camera makes it look a lot worse. That they're not really that bad. So what I'll do is I'll go in there with some canopy glue with a toothpick and just seal all that up. On the bottom of them, before I closed them up, I was able to go in there with some tulip along the bottom. That's why you don't see no light leaks on the bottom. And same with the back side. With the blue, it's the same thing. You don't see no light leaks on the top, because that's where I was able to get at them with the tulip and seal up any light leaks. But down at the bottom, and I'll do the same thing with the canopy glue again. Other than that, I really don't have too many other issues with light leaks. So I'll get that done tomorrow, and all that. But she's all buttoned up. Everything's working. I got all my fibers coming through for my strobe lights and stuff, and a couple other things I decided to do last night and this morning to add some more detail and interest to it. My side lights, my marker lights come out good, and I'll run some canopy glue on that seam too, and then repaint pretty much. I'll just mask off wherever there's like those areas there, and the nacelle front and back, and then I'll give her once around, touch up any paint, spray any areas that need touch up. And those areas there, them little inset parts, you got the ones in the front here, and you got along here, top and bottom. That gets a darker gray on them. So I'll take care of that once I get everything else sealed up, and then it's going to be on the decals and all that, and everything there. So there's the bottom side. What I did when I glued these, this is actually the part that I glued on. I already had the ones glued on the top from the start, but these are the ones I glued on. You have to leave those off in order to get these pieces in there. Otherwise, you'll never get those pieces in. So, but what I did is I took some, before I glued them in, I took some tulip and ran them on the inside edge over here, so I wouldn't have no light leaks on there. And when I glued the ones on the top to start with, I ran some tulip along there, and the top edges on the inside, so I wouldn't have no light leaks. And I made sure I just got it up to the edge where it was enough to seal almost like a gasket. But I didn't want it to bleed out and stuff, and have to go do a lot of sanding. So there's really not no putty work that I need to do on this. Just sand some areas like there where the seam is and stuff, and then retouch it up with my spray, and get her all looking good. I need to paint, this here gets a dark gray color, and then all that. I seen a couple videos, pictures where they also had a port and starboard light back in here, so I might do that. I'm not sure yet. And after I do the decals, I might pop in, drill another little hole somewhere back in here. I think it falls is another one of these side lights here, but it doesn't do nothing, flash or nothing. These will be the strobes back there. And the one up here, there's a strobe that's up there. There's one up there, and then like I said, there's two on the bottom back here. and that, but I might pop in that other little marker light to add some interest. Now in the dark, I am getting a little bit of a light, excuse me, lighting cast from that fiber, and all that is a 0.50 millimeter. But I got it snipped off flush. I didn't mushroom it and stuff that way. It sits inside there. But if I cover it a little bit in the dark, it kind of throws a little bit more almost up into this area. So what I might do is sand the top of this down to the plastic and glue a piece of 10,000 stick sheet styrene on there, and it's not going to really raise the bridge section up that much where you'll notice it, but I'm going to cut it just a little bit overhanging over that piece of fiber, and it tends to cast a little bit more light forward. So if it doesn't work, it's not going to hurt nothing. So but anyway, that's where we're standing. That's excuse me. I had a frog all day today. And keeping me company. That's where we stand. That's where we're at. I thought I'd show you, what areas that are going to need some attention as far as a little bit of seam work and everything once you get everything together and stuff. But this is a pretty good kit overall. It's molded. If you're not going to light it, you don't have to worry about them little gaps in there because you won't see it. But if you're lighting it, you do have to worry. The front came out real nice. And this, again, I had a little bit of on the bottom, I had a little bit of a light leak. And before I sealed the two halves up, I went along the bottom edge of that clear piece of plastic and with the toothpick, and I put a little bead of tulip all along there. The top, it's a little bit wider at the top, and it actually fits in a channel. So that was pretty good. But all you got down at the bottom was a couple pins, and it didn't want to really, seal up good just by gluing it in. All I used to glue that in was canopy glue and stuff, But I used some tulip around the bottom edge of that to seal any light leaks. So that came out real well. So that's pretty much the same thing I'll do with the other light leaks I got. And then it's going to be on to decals and all that, and I'll do a video on that when I'm ready to start the decals. I'll probably do another video sometime tomorrow late in the day on everything sealed up where there's no light leaks and stuff. I'll put another coat of red on those clear parts. It'll darken them up and get rid of that little bright spot. Excuse me a minute. Okay, now we're back to normal. But I'll put another coat of red, and with the clear too, like the blue, I've got a pretty decent shade of blue. It's not real. It's getting washed out in the camera, but it's a medium. It's not real light baby blue, and it's not real super dark. But I didn't do any diffusing in there. I kind of got the bulbs hidden in right where the center post is, sort of, so you don't really see a hot spot that bad. But the more coats of the clear that you put, the darker you can make it. So you can kind of use that to cover up. Like that's showing a real bad hot spot in person. You barely see it. That is actually a deep red and stuff. You can kind of tell by the shadow it's casting and stuff. But the more coats of that, especially like the blue or the red, the more coats you put, let it dry for quite a few hours, because if you go on there, it's a water base, and what happens is it'll soften up your, excuse me again, it'll soften up your previous coats if you don't let it set long enough. So, but it will get darker. The top I left alone. I'm pretty happy with the shade of that. That's pretty much the same blue. I'm getting rid of everything else, and the red is a pretty deep red. So, but other than that, man, and I didn't even go to the lake today. But anyway, I just want to show you where I was at. Keep you guys updated in case anybody's following along and wants to build their own, so they know what they're looking at and what kind of little light leaks they might need to seal up. And like I said, I got everything run through the bottom. I went to the hardware store today, picked up some brass rod. I got different diameters. My local Ace Hardware actually carries the K&S brand, which is the same thing they carry in hobby shops. I buy it in 3-foot lengths. Because even if I don't light a model, I use this because sometimes those round two little posts, you want models sitting higher up and stuff so you can see underneath the detail. And those little short posts they give you with the round two bases are sometimes just too short. So I pick up these in 3-foot lengths, different diameters for bigger and large and smaller kits. Same with my great big, like the 350 refit. They carry, I think it's all the way up to 3/8 diameter tubing like this, the brass tubing. So fortunately, my Ace Hardware carries it. I know a lot of guys I talk to, their Ace Hardwares don't carry it, but same thing you get at the hobby store, or you can order online, stuff like that. But I got someplace nice and close where I don't have to drive an hour or hour and a half to my local hobby stores that I've been going to all my life. So that's that. And what else was I gonna add to? That's pretty much about it for tonight. So hope you guys are enjoying following along with this build, and I hope it's helping out people that want to light it, or helping out people new to the hobby that want to take a crack on lighting a ship. This is a pretty easy one. You don't have to do it the same like me, but it just gives you an idea on what to do, how to go about lighting a model. You don't have to use LED tape. You can use LEDs and stuff, So this is just the way I decided to do it, what I have on hand, and what I thought would work the best for lighting up all the different areas, especially when you got big areas like that and you got windows on the bottom and all that. And like I said, once I get it painted, I'll do my canopy glue in there, and it'll kind of bring the light more to the windows and stuff than that. Those two lights down there still come out yellow. It looks more yellow in person than it does in the camera. But overall, I'm pretty happy about it. And I got one little thing that I'm not sharing until it's finished up and I do the final video. But I got a little surprise that I worked into this, so we'll show it then. So, but until the next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for following this build series, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for leaving the comments. Thanks for hitting the like button. And we'll see you next time. And hopefully next time I don't have that frog in my throat. So till the next time, you guys all take care. Happy modeling, and we'll see you soon. Bye.